we are live. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put up for a vote that we start the meeting. Can I get a second from someone?
Second.
Alright, we have a second from Brandon. Is adjourned. Or not adjourned, starting.
Bye.
Quick meeting. Okay, goodbye.
So I guess right off the bat, what we're going to do is, I guess everybody that's in attendance in the meeting, who is or is not going, I'm going to go down the row. I know my mom's going to be there. Gary? Gary gets a thumbs up. He will be there. Miss Roma?
I'm here.
Okay, Roma. Are you going to be at the event?
Yes.
Okay. Brandon, you're going to be at the event?
Yes.
All right, cool. Chris, you're going to be at the event?
Definite maybe.
Copy that. Definite maybe.
I'm still here.
All right.
I'll be at the event.
Ty, what was that?
I'll be at the event.
All right, cool. And Mr. Larry?
Yep, I'll be there.
All right, cool. If everybody can go ahead and put a mute on, or mute themselves, and then we'll go from there. So roll call's done. Who's doing what? I guess let's go down to the main thing. Gary, are you doing the typical set up the course and good stuff like that? All right. What if we're doing the course setup Saturday morning?
It's the back lot or the front lot?
Back lot.
Are you going to be able to fully set up everything, or are you just going to be able to lay out cones?
If we're able to set up, I'm going to set up the whole course. But that's pending on us getting in touch with Casey, and Casey confirming that we can set up.
Right. I'm probably out Saturday, but if course setup takes place Saturday, then Sunday I can do all of the chalking.
All right, copy that.
Assuming that we have chalk.
I know, so we got to get in touch with Carl for chalk, correct?
I think both of them had access to it, but I don't remember how.
Okay.
Did you get the chalk last time, Carl?
Carl's not here. Carl said he's at work. Okay. Ice. Good with ice, as always. Alright, cool. Moving down. Brandon, you're good with timing equipment?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm going to stop right there with the timing. Have you had a chance to set up 2019 yet?
Yes.
Okay, so we're good. Membership file, the whole 9 yards.
Yep. I loaded the new solid state drive in the laptop and created a 2019 file.
Okay, cool. I probably timing with you, like as switch swap, but I'm also gonna probably have to do safety steward as well.
Okay.
So as of right now, unless we figure out what Carl wants to do. With that being said, hi, are you interested in learning timing?
I already started with Carl, but yeah, I'm interested in keeping on learning.
Okay. Then what we may do is I may put you in the driver's seat, and then I'll stay behind you. Or we'll just work that out. But we'll keep that in mind.
Sounds good.
All right. Chris, you show up. Normal tech?
All right.
All right, cool. And registration. Registration is going to change a little bit because Ming said he probably won't be coming out to many events in the beginning. I'm going to take on registration at the far as what Ming was doing. Collecting the money, correct. Larry, registration something you want to maybe help out with?
That's something I can help out with. I'm in resident safety steward,
Okay.
if that would help out. But registration, sure.
Okay. And what did you say something about safety steward?
Yeah, so I would be interested in that. Safety steward. If
Have
that
you-
would help you out.
Well, I mean, have you taken the class?
No.
Okay.
What
Okay.
right.
That is something actually. I'm wanting to put that on the agenda. I know I've got one more year on my 3 years with Stewart as far as my my license. But I think we're probably gonna have to do. I'm gonna re-up before 2020. And I know some other people are interested in becoming safety stewards as well. Bruce can put on a class, so I'm trying to get some other things in order. But yeah, if that's something that you want to in the future look at doing safety stewarding, we can definitely get the class going. I do want to do that sometime this year. But
Okay, so
as far
that sounds good. And then if Chris can't make it, I would not mind doing the tech inspection.
Okay, that will work. We got a plan going. As far as registration, basically, probably what I'm gonna just need you to do is, just assist my mom with the general checking in, wristbands, signing, weekend membership forms, things of that nature, so that we can move the line nice and smooth without any hiccups. One thing that I also was talking with Carl, and Carl's probably gonna talk with you too, is slowly intermixing between you and Kai, starting with some membership style things. Just basically talking with the crowd, getting to know people, and just kind of pushing SCCA Delta Region, singling out new people that we know are new, and just see if we can push the product. So I know Carl's going to get with you, Kai. I've already talked to you a little bit about that.
Sweet, and that's good. I mean, I'm good at doing that.
Okay, cool. All right, so set up, who's doing what. That should cover everything. As soon as we get Casey in, if she can. Yeah, that is true. Anybody have access to free printing? Uh-oh.
I can do not color.
Yeah, not color is good.
I don't know that I can do it every month, but I can do it occasionally.
Okay.
But not for free.
Not for free? Wait, are you doing... I mean, what I'm saying is, anybody have access to, like, printing at work? I didn't say that. Okay.
That depends.
Yeah, I do.
Printer is.
Alright. If not, I mean, we can always print them from trailer. That's...
So I work for International Paper, all right? I do. Bogalusa Mill. All right, so let me know what you need in advance a little bit, and I can do it.
Okay, I mean, I can send you the file. Yeah, I'll email
Thursday.
the file to you. Because it's already ready to go. And if anybody hasn't had a chance to look at it, I'm going to go ahead and put it on our board Facebook page. I think that covers setup. Brandon, do you want to take the floor? Your media and promotion ideas and things, and we can get some of that voting going on.
Yeah, I can. Well, first, I wanted. Did you already post the link on the public Facebook side in case anybody wanted to jump on?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I guess the main thing that I wanted to get feedback on is whether or not we want to spend any money with Facebook promotions. I think we tried it last year. Facebook gave us some credit last year, and I think we bumped up, or what do they call it? We boosted one of our events to get some more, to get it on people's timelines and whatnot. I was talking with my wife, who knows more about that stuff than I do, as far as using Facebook as a marketing tool. But if we were to set aside a budget of like $20 a month or $25 a month, they were estimating that we could get. I'd have to go back and look at the number, but
Like 500.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was up to 200 or up to 500 or something like that. As far as people who don't currently follow, we would pop up into their news feed if they happen to also search Facebook for cars or for car parts or whatever. So yeah, I just wanted to get some feedback to see if that was something that we wanted to try, maybe just for a couple of months to see if it helps out. And if it's not, if we see it's not doing anything, we're not getting a return on investment, then we can kill it.
I'm about to pull up my statistics. I was keeping track. So in February, did the $30 credit. Facebook on our group went up 18 people from February to March. Our Facebook page went up 35 people last year. Membership didn't really change. Drivers didn't really, like, as far as outcomes, didn't really move, but started getting rained out too. So we did see about a 35 person increase in our page, our Facebook page, but it's hard to see if the data, if we any return investment from it. Now, this was a $30 Facebook credit in February.
Yeah.
Our overall, what do you call it? Not post. Yeah, you can see visual traffic. Our board.
Yeah, it'll show if you get it. It'll show the trend if you get new followers and new likes.
Yeah.
And then they'll also they keep track of, well, I guess what they call activity, which is just people that actually click on it to see what it is, whether or not they like it or not. I guess that's the next step. But
correct. Yes, it is somewhat measurable. Okay, so at the beginning of last year, our Facebook page was at 1,300 or 1,033. As of today, we are 1,189. And that's our page is the one where members don't say anything. We just post certain, basically information. On our, what is that one called? Group chat. Group chat. I'll pull this up. I liked it before when I just told you how many. Alright, so last year we were at 892. How many people were a member of our group? That's where everybody chit-chat. Right now we are at 957. So it's about equal. It's about equal. Looks like we're getting more people liking our page, joining our group. Our group does most of the chatting. With all the people, I'll give you another statistic in a second. So we went up close to 100 likes and joins on Facebook. Our membership in February last year was 161. I just recently checked it, and our membership, Delta membership, is down to 133. Is something that we want to invest money in right now, or do we want to? Oh, we got Casey. Hey, Casey. Well, no, we just do it when we want to do it. Hey, Casey. This is oh, and we got Carl. Look at these two late people. Cool. Alright, so just to catch y'all up real quick, Carl and Casey, Brandon is going through some of his communication and marketing and proposing spending maybe $20 a month on promoting our Facebook events. I was just going through some stats, but I guess my personal feeling is, my personal feeling is every once in a while we profit $18 an event. We lose money of it. Throwing $20 out would need roughly 3 people to sign up to go back into the positive to make money back from these 3 people. I think right now, unless we had more constant residual money coming in from our events, then we can look at throwing a little money into promotion. My gut feeling is let's do it organically, because I was pushing this last year too. I know I was. That's my gut feeling, but I'd like it to go to a vote. Unless anybody else has anything that they want to chime in, any thoughts, ideas on this?
What about like some merchandise, but not a $25 or $30 T-shirt type stuff like we did once, but something more reasonably priced.
Well, you're jumping off subject. We're talking about promoting the event, and through using Facebook, basically they'll send out and force our event to pop up on their news feed, and we'll pay money for that to do that.
Oh.
So not so much on making profit yet.
How about the idea with the car shows and stuff? Because that's theoretically free, right?
Correct.
So, because I wanted to do that regardless, and I feel like that's gonna probably draw at least as much people, if not more. You know. Hopefully, I'm hoping it will.
No, and we've tried that before. I can tell you, we got one or two people from Indy. We got one person from Cars and Coffee in the past. So I mean, it's been nothing, and get one person. That's not bad.
If you
but we never did consistently put ourselves out there either, as far as car shows and things of that nature.
If you, Derek.
Yeah, Larry, you got the floor.
Who does?
Oh, that's Brandon. Okay.
No, it's Carrie.
Oh, it's Carrie. Okay, so Casey.
Yeah. So I know I'm not on the board or anything, but here's what you got to do to get people, or if you want consistent people to come back time and time again, you got to do what Scca did and what Bruce did. You have to do like a point series, and you have to cut it to like 3 or 4 months, because if it's short term, people are more likely to show up and feel rewarded halfway through the year that they did something. And you got to do some sort of trophies too, because people like trophies. And
I know, and that's
you can't keep putting it off, because if you're just waiting to turn a profit, you're not doing anything different to turn a profit or to get consistent Scca or Suella or whoever you want over there. You're never going to get to that point.
correct. And what we're talking about is new people. And
right, but the problem is, if you got to get the people who do this to come back more consistently, and then word of mouth can spread, and then you can get the new people. So
it's like any other. You have to have retention.
You gotta get new people in, and you gotta protect the back door from people not showing up.
Correct. So yes, retention is I agree.
So you got to do some sort of. I mean, Delta hadn't done any kind of trophies in probably 10 years. So you got to do some sort of trophies, and you got to do some sort of, fall points deal. Because look how many people kept showing up to Scca events because they did a short-term thing. And you still do the overall year, but you do like 2 different little short-term series too.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm going to add that.
And if you don't start it at this event, or you don't release everything right after this event, you're going to lose people for this whole next quarter.
No, I agree. That's why I'm adding it to this current agenda, and we can go ahead and take a vote on that too. Now, here's what I'm looking at as far as. Well, let's backstep 1 sec. Let's backstep 1 sec before we go further. Let's go ahead and close what Brandon brought up as far as should we put money now into promoting Facebook for our event.
For 20, I don't see why you shouldn't.
Wait, I think that we're gonna be running at Baby Cakes this year more. So our profit is more there. So
okay. I mean, that's the thing.
Why don't we try it for 6 months?
Or even 3 months.
Or even 3 months, and see if it helps get people out there. And then we can vote on it again to continue it.
Okay.
That way we're not shooting down, but then we're also trying something new too, because that might help promote.
Because if you just wait back and wait for the people to come, they're not going to come. But you got to spend a little money to try and get some ROI. And it may take 2 months to get people to come back on their ROI.
Correct.
So it's
I'd say
let's-
3 months and look at it in 3 months.
Revisit it.
Yep. All right. I'm down with that. Let's go ahead and put. Does anybody want to make any kind of thoughts, comments, or anything before we put it into a motion vote? Well, I was giving, so we got no thoughts or comments. Do I get a second to put this into a motion vote? It'll be $20 in a 3-month increment, and then we revisit and vote on it again every 3 months.
Second.
Casey seconded it. Well, oh yeah, you can't. Well, I just motioned
No,
it.
he
No.
motioned it.
Didn't Brandon motion it? It's his idea.
Yeah, it was his idea. All right, so it's second.
all right,
It's in there.
Motion by
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cast my vote. I'm gonna say nay, even though I do like the idea. I just scare me on money right now. That's my
you want
thing.
me to call?
So that's Derek vote nay. Wait, no. I'm going down the list so I can see everybody. All right, so Marilyn. She votes yes. Gary. Gary votes yes. Miss Roma.
Vote yes.
Roma votes yes. Brandon.
Yes.
Okay. Carl. Carl, you're on mute. Carl? Yes. Whoa, that's not what we're voting on. We're voting on, are we doing, promoting Facebook?
Yeah, $20 a month for a few months.
So it's one nay.
Oh, okay. Carl says yes. I've got that on, I don't know if y'all can see him popping up chat. Casey?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay. Rick?
I have no opinion.
Alright.
I'm not sure I understand this Facebook advertising and whether or not it makes sense. So I just don't know.
Okay, so you abstain.
Yeah.
Ty?
Yeah, I'll go with yes.
Alright. Says yes. Larry?
Nay.
Nay?
Well, Derek and Larry, y'all have been kicked out of the Big Brother house.
No.
No, we have.
It's a pass. It's a pass. Yeah, there was only 2 nays.
Oh my God, no, I hate that.
Are you gonna take care
Okay.
of it?
Yeah, put them over here.
Alright, so motion has passed. We will do $20 for 3 months and see what we get returns on. Alright, so I want
Can we
to
start it?
we will start that next month since unless do y'all want to start it this month? I mean, it would be like doing it right now.
I think we should start this month because that can start promoting for next month. Because you're
Okay.
gonna a month in the rears kind of thing.
Is there a $10 deal for this month?
Well, I guess it'd be 3 months advertising our events. So it'd be not this event, but 3 months of advertising our next 3 events.
Yeah. If you're just going to budget the $20, you pick what event you want to promote.
Yeah, let's start with going into March.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we gotta start it now.
Well, yeah. We start it now advertising for March. Not advertising this event that's coming. All right. Next thing I'm going to motion is do we continue to pay for the extra feature for Google that we didn't really understand that we were paying for it? So Brandon found out, which we knew it was hitting the account. We thought it was for Google pushing our webpage, is what I really thought it was. But it turns out it goes more.
Oh, hey, there's my mic.
Hey, Mike.
Your mic's got a little echo.
So it goes further. Google Meets is actually part of it. So what we're using now is part of that $5 a month that we are paying. We want to continue paying it for $5 a month. I really like this. I'm just going to say this. Makes it really easy for this. Time ago.
Wait, what are you getting for the $5?
Good question.
Brandon, you want to chime in on that?
Yep. So I think the primary reason it was originally set up was so that we could have an email address that ended with @delta-scca.org. And that email address is linked to the newsletter that we send out. So if we do kill this, we're no longer going to have that email address anymore.
Also, we're also gonna. It's linked to PayPal, which I can unlink it, but
right.
So it probably was so that we could do something fancy.
We're paying $5 a month for an email address that doesn't end in @gmail.com. It actually ends in our domain name, which is the delta-scca.org.
And what newsletter are we sending out?
No, I don't get no newsletter.
They used to send out a newsletter via email.
Yep. If you're still subscribed to it, you should still be getting it. I think the last one we sent out was for the party at Carver's.
I don't think I unsubscribed.
So I don't even remember. I didn't even know that getting a newsletter and email was still an option. Now, if you're I would say if you're going to promote that to get people to subscribe, because a lot of people would want to know the information but don't do Facebook or don't want to take the time to dig through all the crap on Facebook, an email. Correct. So I would have like a list and have people sign up at the event.
Yeah, I don't think
I've never heard of it. I mean, since they stopped, I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure you guys are still on it. I'm thumbing through the subscription thing right now. I'm pretty sure you guys are still on it. The issue is it probably goes to everybody's spam.
Most likely, yeah.
Is there any way to change that?
You, as the owner, would have to go find it in your spam and say, "Don't spam."
Okay, look, I think what we need to do is let everybody know at events that number one, there is an option to sign up. Number two, if you're not getting it and you think you signed up, go into spam and check it, because I don't think that anybody knows about it, really.
Yeah, I don't.
No, actually, there are some people. There are
there's almost 200 people that are subscribed to it right now.
I don't want to split hairs, but I'm not getting it, and I'm on the board, and I didn't even know about it. So I think a random member doesn't have a clue about it either.
Yeah, I think I'm getting it.
Yeah, we can promote it. I agree with that. I do know Larry. Larry was a prime example. I believe that he got it and used that for his main source of information, correct? Or the website, at least.
Derek, again, I'm not saying that nobody's getting it. I'm saying the average member doesn't know about it.
All right. Let's backtrack 1 second. That's what we get with the $5 a month. We get that. We get some other features with the account, and we get this, which if you go for the meeting, the Google Hangout Meets, is equivalent to some other things that I think they pay. You got to pay a little bit more than $5 a month to have. Also, I'm wondering in 2019 when they take away Google Hangouts, if Google Hangout Meets still exist, and we'll already have it for $5 a month. So do we want to continue paying the $5 is what I want to put up for vote. We've been paying it all along for years.
I think we should. I don't think we should change the address and delink stuff that we might delink, and But the flip side is, much like everything else, I think that we need to promote the email address better.
Correct. So this is bringing up other issues that we need to handle.
Because,
but that's
look,
good.
I mean, people don't know. Number one, people don't know when the events are happening. People don't get the newsletter. They don't know they can contact us by an email address. None of the information is readily available, is what I'm saying. And it should.
And that is actually
that somebody asked when the event was, and I couldn't find the date of the event. And I looked on Facebook. I looked on the our Delta board, and I finally found it. I forget how, but I mean, it took me 3 different places that I had to look. So that information is not available, and that's probably partially responsible for people not going.
But
so maybe like every course map, like let's have our Facebook page, our email, whatever. Next event date, for example, on every course map, print some information in a corner.
Well, like you're saying, stuff is hard to find. That $20 Facebook, if that blasts it in people's face more often, well, there you go.
Okay.
Everybody uses Facebook.
No, I agree. So, Brandon, we've understood that communication has been a bad.
It may be worth it. I'm not saying I don't know enough about Facebook to know if the $20 is worth it, but I don't think it would cost anything to add a block in the corner of a course map listing, next event date and location, email address if you have any questions, Facebook page, a regular web page.
I agree. I think those are great ideas because the more, it's kind of free advertising for us as well.
Yeah, but also don't forget that we all got the business cards in that should have all that information on it too. So hopefully we can get more,
but from a marketing
basically attention to it.
From a marketing major, like you can't get enough free stuff out there. So in addition, I think we need to do that with in addition too. So.
I'm just saying that I don't think we have enough exposure that's readily available without people looking for it, catching their attention. Where we should make it where it doesn't require a lot of effort to to know when things are happening and to how to contact us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, I kind of did. Do we have a second to vote on the motion to keep the $5? Okay.
Wait, who was second?
I'll go down the line. Marilee? Derek, yes. Marilee, yes.
Yes.
Gary? Got a yes. Roma?
Yes.
Got a yes from Miss Roma.
Yep.
Brandon?
Yes.
Got a yes from Brandon. Carl?
Aye.
Wait, what was that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, Carl's a yes. Casey?
Yes.
Casey's a yes. Chris?
Yes. I don't know if you can hear me because my thing froze up.
Okay, yep. That's a yes from Chris. Kai?
Yep.
Great, that's a yes from Kai. Larry?
Yes.
Yes from Larry. All right, cool. All right, so I have taken down the notes. I was listening. Might I say something? Okay, negative. I've added some notes. Map details, website, next event, and we're going to push MailChimp a little bit harder. All right. So moving on from there. Carl, if you can take the floor. I've had Carl do some research on a sound system for the trailer.
I can't do that right now.
Uh-oh.
I'm still at work.
Oh. Okay. I guess I'm gonna. You can go ahead and mute yourself. So from what I understand, what Carl told me.
But I could talk about the whole idea, but I don't have all the details with me right now. Basically, it's a standalone system where all we have to do is plug the generator into the trailer and it fires up the PA system where we don't have to worry about moving speakers, anything like that. It's all going to be based on the trailer. The amp is Bluetooth capable, so we can hit or play music whenever we're not advertising anything or speaking. It's two 30-watt horns, the amp, the speaker wire, and I think one or two other things. Basically, the whole setup is right at about $680. Just kind of spitballing right now.
It does come with a wireless microphone, correct?
Do we have a PA system right now?
No, we had two speakers. One speaker farted out. We looked into getting it fixed, and it was. I mean, the guy that was looking at it said it was probably better just to get a new one. And then we went down to one PA speaker, and it now is farting out. That's one of the reasons we haven't set anything up. What I had him look into is waterproof mounted bullhorns on the outside of the trailer, an amp on the inside of the trailer, and literally when the trailer gets plugged in, PA is ready to go, turn on a wireless mic, and we've got PA system.
So I like the idea, but I think if there's a more economical way, you could use the rest of those funds for trophies and advertisement.
So one of the big things I've been, and I'm full circling.
Do you still have an amp right now?
No, we were using just strictly it was a preamped speaker that you put on a stand, and you plug the mic into it. This is stuff that goes back before I was even with Delta. So all of it's been breaking down, and it's all dead now. What I'm willing to do, because I personally really want this, and I've been getting a lot of feedback from people saying that drivers' meetings are hard to hear because we don't set up the speakers anymore. Whatever happened to them? We really like that people announce at Simla, and I've been getting a lot of these personal messages coming my way. So what I'm willing to do, we already voted on $1,000 for a generator. I'm willing to put the generator on back burner, and we'll continue to use my generator until maybe the end of this year, see if we can buy a generator, and then put this $600 and something up for vote, opposed to the generator.
Derek, Chad, I just sent a screenshot of the quote.
How about like a Harbor Freight PA system?
You do that. You probably have to make for the.
Now, one of the things is, what I noticed is, I'm tired, this is just my personal opinion, I'm tired of Delta having Harbor Freight, Chinese, nothing against anybody, crap that breaks down in 2 years, and we're buying again. That's what we were involved in and got us bad shape. With the generator too. It was everything in the club when we came in was just crap. How can we fix it? How can we ghetto rig it? I get it, money's tight, and we've got money. We've got a little bit of money. We're just not making profit last 2 years. Decent profit.
So I guess maybe I shouldn't even be talking, so I'm not on the board or anything. But I guess
this is a membership meeting. This is a membership meeting too, Kerry.
I guess the concern from a member is we want to go, if we're going to dump a bunch of money into stuff for the day of, we need to dump some money and effort into getting people there and consistently there more often.
Correct. And I do believe the PA system is going into the category of retention. The other thing too is the headache of setting it up. A lot of people didn't like to set it up, and also when it's, my opinion is when it's raining, we've got to yank everything and get everything into the trailer. This is waterproof. I mean, it is ready to go. Anybody else want to have any thoughts or comments? Throw it in there, and I do want to push this up to a motion.
And unless we could maybe get some secondhand PA speakers or something, if that's all we need, if that's the only missing piece.
So what's the missing piece for making it work?
Everything. Basically, what we had was a standalone unit. Now that it's down, we have nothing.
We have a mic that can plug in. Or if we want to address this at a later date, I mean, I'm cool with that.
Derek, I kind of agree with you. I think people like the announcements at Scca. No, I do.
Yes.
I don't hear it a lot of times. I think it's cool to have. I think it makes people more receptive to coming back. So I think if you're willing to use your generator, I think we should consider it.
Anybody? Oh, okay, I got it.
Anyway, we have to make it happen. I really do think the PA system is important.
I've got the quote. Send me a quote, but it's a little itty bitty tiny. All right, so it's $686. It comes with 2 bullhorns, 1 wireless mic, and an amp. The good thing, the amp is actually the expensive part. It's $329, but it is 7 channels. It can produce the wireless signal for the microphone to pick up. And I mean, literally, it'll be day of the event is pick up the mic and PA's ready to go. And that we can hook up other things to it or Bluetooth things to it. So it opens up the possibilities. Tell you what, let's go ahead. I put it in a motion. Can I get a second? We're going to do an all-in-one. It's going to be use my generator for the rest of the year and go ahead and purchase this.
Yeah, what's that total dollar amount, Derek?
It is $686.
And when would we have it?
When would we have it? That
I have no lead time on that.
Can we get extended warranty? What's the warranty on?
Do not know.
Because might be
I would imagine it has a decent warranty because it's all commercial grade stuff.
Well, I mean, it's good to consider. So we don't have 1 years.
But it's also going to see a lot of load from being somebody echoing.
Hey, Derek, or another option. A lot of credit cards extend the original warranty. So instead of, is there a possibility of somebody putting it on their credit card and Delta reimbursing them to get an extra warranty that way?
Yeah, but it's
credit cards. A lot of credit cards offer it. So somebody could put it on their card and get reimbursed maybe.
I want to step away from that. I really do. Delta has the ability to buy things straight out. I really didn't like the idea of people buying stuff and then reimbursing them.
Okay.
Big purchases. I thought it just felt weird. That was just me.
Okay.
What we can do is we can. I'd like to at least get it through, even if we got to say put it on hold. But then we would have to do another vote next month. I'd like to just at least do a yay or nay on it. And then if we do to consider it, warranty is iffy, then we can adjust it after that. Or we can even take a vote on Facebook or something if it does pass. But I'd like to kind of put this through vote, and we'll move on to the next thing.
I'll second it.
Brandon seconded. Or not Brandon, Chris. Chris seconded. So that's going to be, I propose it. Chris is seconding it, so I assume that he's going to. We'll still go. That's from Gary. Gary gives a thumbs up. Roma? Roma, are you there? All right, we'll come back to Roma. Carl?
I got a bunch of background noise over here. What's the vote for?
For the PA system.
I'm going to vote yes.
Oh, that's why we lost Miss Roma. Okay, Casey?
Yes.
How many
Yes.
decibels will it go up to?
Chris?
Polish thumbs up. Yes.
Okay, Polish thumbs up. That's a yes. Kai?
Yes.
All right. Kai has a yes. Larry?
Yes.
Yes from Larry. And so I believe that does pass. Oh, Brent, I didn't. I skipped right over him because I think he... Presenting? Thanks, Brandon. Oh,
No,
I did. I skipped right
I'm still here. That's a yes for me.
Okay, sorry. I did. Oh, yeah, you got me on there twice. Didn't open.
2 decibels.
Yep. Okay. I skipped right over you, Brandon. I'm sorry. So that's a yes from Brandon.
Is it louder than 105 decibels?
Don't know. We'll have to test it when we get it, I guess.
Okay, because
It's
really loud.
It should be pretty good. It's a 30-watt bullhorn.
Perfect.
He's just wanting attention for the S2000. Y'all go on.
Oh, man. All right. So, we're moving on to the next thing. This is actually brought up earlier. I like the idea, and I wanna address this. And if we can open up an open discussion on doing a 2-part season. Oh, wait, we got Miss Roma. Hold on.
Hey, here I am. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I got a dial tone.
I got you. Okay, so we just did a vote, and it was. How much did you hear about the PA system?
I heard that you want to think about it because you don't want other people to put it on their credit cards.
Okay. So you heard most of it.
Yeah.
We did the vote, and then we'll just have your vote. Do you want to do the PA system and put the generator on hold?
Okay, which is the one that's, okay, the PA system would have immediate results. How's the generator?
The generator, we can use mine for the rest of the year, or at least until we decide to go ahead and get another one. We originally took a vote on spending up to about $1,000, $900 to $1,000 on a generator. That vote did pass. We have not bought one yet, so I'm proposing that we cancel that. We use my generator and then, or temporarily, and we go ahead and spend $686 on this PA system that's plug and play friendly.
Okay, and that's going to have immediate benefit, I think, as it was noted. That's, if you have it on a loudspeaker, people tend to pay more attention instead of having private conversations.
Okay. So how do you vote, yay or nay?
Yay.
Okay, so that's Roma with a yes. Okay. All right. All right, so the 2 seasons. I do like the idea of 2 seasons. It does bring in, I guess, quicker results as far as people wanting to race and not try to have to race for the whole year. The thing, and I think Carl was hitting something that I was thinking about too, is that would be trophies 2 times a year. And that could extend, that could raise our end of the year cost. And if y'all just, any thoughts or ideas, if y'all want, I know we talked about it a little bit.
I think it could go either way, Derek. Yeah, it will definitely raise the costs, but it could get people more interested in participating. If they miss so many events, say in the spring or whatever, they're more likely to feel that, well, they're not going to win a trophy anyway, so why bother showing up in the fall? Versus if you split it up, you have more of a chance, whether they had car trouble or whatever, couldn't make it. It's not all lost. So maybe we'll get more people participating. Senla went the other way. They went from 2 seasons to now 1 season. So they're, maybe we should go ahead and see if it helps with attendance.
What about also if we do like trophies, like little plaques, something that's less expensive than the jackets or the class winners, and maybe focus on the jackets for like driver of the year, rookie of the year, member of the year. Would that drive the cost of the trophies down some?
Yeah, actually. The reason why Delta got away from plaques and trophies is we had a long-term membership base. Okay, Carl's on. Okay, we had a long-term membership base that constantly kept showing up year after year after year, and they were collecting things. They were collecting plaques. They were collecting these things, and it got to the point where that's why everybody, or Delta, from what I understand, moved over to the shirts because people were just collecting.
Well, I don't have any trophies or plaques. I'd like to have some.
No, I agree, and that's where I'm backstepping a little bit. That's why Delta in the past has done that. But we don't have currently very few of those people that have collected that amount of stuff to get tired of it. I think our current drivers and members, they don't really have anything. We haven't pushed a plaque or a trophy or anything of that nature, where people would be tired of it. I mean, it was.
Well, TLAC and Sewella used to do those little little things.
Little square magnet things, or you can stick them on your car. And show everybody.
Yep. Now that takes more effort on the pre-event stuff. I'm kind of wanting to stay away from that. I would much rather if we did a half a season plaque, something of that nature, or not a half a season, but break it down into 2 seasons.
Actually, that's a good idea. A little sticker that says spring, whatever, champion, falls champion, whatever. I mean, stickers are cheap, but people can.
They're yeah.
Bridge or whatever.
For 2 planes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. That would be inexpensive, and it would encourage people to maybe attend more to get it either for fall, spring, or both. I think that's a good idea. I like it.
Do we want to keep our year-long points and then just break it down to a spring and fall or whatever bonus?
See, that would be my question. Do we do a 6 and 6? Do we do a 5 and 5 and have just a break in the middle? What would the schedule be?
Well, we can try it. We can try it one way, and if we don't like it, we can always go back.
Yeah.
Hey. Or do we do 6 months at NOLA and 6 months at Baby Cakes? And you have a Baby Cake winner and a NOLA winner.
Yeah, but see, if we start talking like that, then that's setting.
It's confusing. I know.
Then we're going to spend half a year not racing because Nola's going to kick us out every time. And also, my only thought of all that is anybody going to accuse us of just copying what Senla's doing?
No, because Senna just went to full season.
So,
and even if they would, who cares?
Yeah, Senna.
Yeah.
Senna's
Who
got good
cares?
success, so honestly, we should copy them. Yeah, but I'm thinking stickers for the car or magnets or whatever would be cheap. And something that people would want to collect because, you know, it would look cool to have a whole row of stickers saying championship winner, whatever.
Right.
And
When you
then-
go home, yeah, you got to leave your trophy on your bookcase at home or on on your night table.
Put them on your
But you
fridge,
can put the
put them on
sticker.
your car or in your workshop or wherever, you know?
Yeah.
And then
Everybody's gonna use
it
the
wouldn't
sticker.
cost us more than the shirts
Not
cost.
for each event.
And maybe search for like the member of the year and stuff, but or you know whatever, but rookie of the year. But I like the idea of stickers, you know, some cool stickers for the 2-season trophies. Magnets or stickers, I'm not sure. Something that doesn't look really cheesy, but but could be displayed whether it's on a car or on a fridge or wherever.
Like a fleur-de-lis magnet.
Well,
all right, so
say your name and that you won. Well,
And there's a time lag too. You want to give the award the day you win it, not the week after.
Right.
yeah.
well,
So I mean, yeah, if we just did like, I mean,
gives them out after. Like Senna gives them out after the break, and that doesn't seem to hurt them.
all right. So if we did 2 seasons, stickers or magnets, whatever, between each one of them, and then do a yearly main award, driver of the year, rookie of the year, or something.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If we want to do that, I'll have to look at our schedule and see if we can break it down evenly. And actually, it doesn't have to be evenly. I mean,
No,
we
it
could
really
have.
doesn't.
Oh yeah, it really doesn't have to. I would be in favor of doing not a named thing, but A Street.
It doesn't have a name. I mean,
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at, and that would help. That would help with us being able to like present it immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to have a name,
Because we can all have that pre-done.
as long as it says winner, champion, or whatever.
I'm down with that. I kind of like it. I know it's almost cheesy, but it works on multiple avenues. It works on the budgeting side of everything. It works on time frames.
And it's cheesy, but it also kind of would look cool to have a whole row of them or whatever, too.
Correct.
Well, I'm still.
Yeah, it's cheesy, but I think it would be attractive to people.
No. Break it down
I
into
think
2.
some people are talking about getting awards the day of.
I don't want to do that, me personally, because that adds more. I'm wanting to simplify what we do, without being overly simplified where it looks like we're not doing enough. I just don't think that we got the capability to give out something at each event. I do like a 2-season event or a 2-season year, and at the end of the year we come up with something a little nicer for certain over-the-top awards.
And look, I do think it's effective, to attract people to events because you do want to win it. remember, Derek, the when I got the championship was horrible weather. Not a snowball's chance in hell I would have shown up otherwise.
But you did because you were in the running.
Because I was in a dead heat against you, and I wanted a chance to win it. Similar
no, I agree. I agree.
At Stanla, when I really didn't want to go, but I had to go to tie it up. So I know of 2 events that I was forced to go because of points.
I didn't.
Okay. Let's go ahead and put that to a motion. So I'll motion it.
Okay, I need to know what.
About to say it right now. About to say it right now. So we're motioning on a 2-season year. We'll break it up. It doesn't have to be equal in events. And we will give out a half a year sticker / maybe magnet class champion. And at the end of the year, so we'll give one per half. And at the end of the year, we'll do something more fancy or something a little bit more expensive, I guess, for some kind of major event or major award. I like that. I'm motioning that, but also we could even keep track of who hit the most cones in the.
Hey, if you can keep track of it.
But that's what we're motioning, not so much the cone thing.
This is what I have.
Hold on.
Because you went.
It's a additional. How should you phrase that?
Also,
well, a cumulative award for Member of the Year, Rookie of the Year, etc.
Correct. No. End of the year, because we're calling
end of the year,
season.
Cumulative.
So that is in motion. Do I get a second?
Second.
From a seconded, I'm gonna go down the line. Brandon.
Yes.
Brandon's a yes. Gary's got his thumb up. Miss Roma has already seconded, so I assume she's gonna go yes. But I'm gonna ask her anyway.
Yes.
That's a yes. Miss Casey.
Yep.
And Chris. You're muted.
Hold on. Yes.
Okay. Chris is a yes. Kai.
Yes. I did want to add or ask, would we do a separate vote as to what the year-end rewards would be rewarded for?
We can address that later.
Yeah.
But yeah. That is something I wanted to bring up to a full-blown vote. As far as
my vote's yes.
Okay, cool. That's a yes. Larry.
Yes.
Yes from Larry. Then we also have my mom, Marilyn.
Yes.
Yes. All right. We're almost done. I just want to touch bases on a couple of things that we've been looking at so far. I've got no word back from Lakefront Airport. I'm going to go ahead and send another email and include it into their info section too. They're using an intern director, so I'm wondering if he's even interim director. Also, my mom got in touch with Rick Myers to go over some 501c information, if they can give us some help. We've done some backtracking. Looks like everything since nobody did anything with our finances legitimate. So she's double checking on all that and see if we get that. We're definitely going to get that up and running this year. At the party, I don't know if anybody was paying attention. Charles is BMW guy, former Jag guy. Charles is wanting to help with it. So will you? I would much rather see what SCCA and Rick has to do and say. Charles is showing a lot of interest in helping the club. But I'd rather see what Rick Myers comes up with. Comes at the floor.
Can they hear me?
I will mute.
Are we supposed to be hearing something?
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Charles, like Derek said, is very interested, and he did get in touch with me. But what he gave me was stuff that I already knew. So at this point, I don't know how much more help he's going to be. But one thing he did point out was that it looks like we're going to have to go back all these years. And I don't know whether we have minutes, if our club disbanded temporarily, because there's been some rumors that maybe we did, and we work with Scca. Carrie, you might have some information on that. So basically, I'm going to need some history if anybody can dig up anything. Like old meetings, notes, or anything.
Does anyone have contact with Benson Young? Because Benson was the RE after Katrina, and he had a lot of help from SCCA on getting put back together. But Benson would know the particulars.
Okay. What, you want me to say? Yes?
Yeah, this is what you found out on.
All right. Well, I'm going to say something that I haven't broached to other membership.
We are live though.
Huh?
Live though.
We're live, so I got to be careful what I'm saying. I was aware of Benson, but not aware of his affiliation with SCCA. I'm echoing here, so I'm not sure of what I'm saying. Anyway, in the paper industry, y'all know that Benson had a paper company, a printing company. The industry says he was dirty. There's definite things, there's the court records and so forth, and many companies were left owed money, and it's been reported that he stole from his family, he stole from his company. When I first met Benson, and we had a conversation, and he realized that I worked for one of those paper companies, he couldn't get away from me fast enough. And later on, when I found that he was a former RE during that period of time, I've had doubts about him.
Everything that I can pull up and backtrack, the club stopped operating the way it should have been right at Benson or when Benson left. Which is which. As far as I know, Gail was still doing treasurer all the way up through Damien's reign.
Wait, Derek, lots of reverb.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I gotta
All right, I'm gonna start over. Since everything that I've looked into on where our finances really just fell off and nobody was doing anything goes right to about 2006-ish. So this would be during or right after Benson's reign. I can't tell. Nothing gives me any evidence. Gail was the treasurer all the way up until during Damien's fiasco. Gail should have been taking care of that as well, from what our understanding. Even to the point where, and I'm not downing Jack at all with saying this, but I don't know if Jack was even aware that things needed to be taken care of, or that they were or were not being taken care of. Don't know where to put the finger, and honestly, I don't care where the finger gets put. I really don't. My biggest thing is since the Damien fiasco, it opened light on what exactly has the club not been doing properly. That's one thing that I've noticed, and we've been slowly and successfully redoing everything and doing it the way it should be. This is the last one. This is the last step. I don't want to reach out to Benson because I don't know. I would rather just keep it that way. I'd rather not know. I do know that there was a chance that, and this is still sketchy, that Finla took over temporarily after Katrina. Benson didn't like it, and Benson walked out, and that, I think, is when Jack may have even received the club when we started back up. He may have received it with very little information, and he did a lot to get things up and running. I just don't think it was still up and running the way it should be, the way we should be doing it as a business, as a club, as a charter, as a constituent of it. My biggest thing is I just want it done right. I don't want to point fingers at anybody. I don't even care. We're among people that have been there since Damien fiasco. It was bad, but it did open up a light, show us what needs to be done correctly. So as far as I know, Roma, it was a good suggestion for Benson. I really want to cut ties.
That's okay. I was just saying, if you wanted to fill in the blanks, Benson would be a person who would know what happened around Katrina.
Correct. And even if we got to know as far as, I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to get in touch with Rick, and I'd like to know every year that we filed for sanction for our charter, not sanction, for our charter going back 2005. We do and have kept up our nonprofit status with Secretary of State. That's one thing that we have done. And we've had in the past, we've had like multiple different versions of 501c. So we're really trying to get that up and going. SCCA really wants it, and we really have it anyway. But just as a warning, they're back to Congress in its own going. Back up and running. We could. There is a chance of high penalties of getting it reinstated, or worse, disbanding Delta and redoing it as another name, chartering ourselves. I don't want to go that way. I want to keep Delta. This is a big deal. That's all I gotta say. It's a very big deal. And every time throughout last year and digging deep, it really goes off to before any of us. Well, Roma, you were here, but I'm not pointing fingers or blaming anything. Previous individual or previous board members, either out of the true definition of ignorance, or not knowing it, wasn't getting done. If they didn't even know if they had to do it or not. So I want us to get on the right path, even if it is to the worst case scenario of no longer being ninth region of SCCA history, creating something, or see what we got to pay in back fees to get this up and running. So he's working on that. I'll keep y'all up to date, but that is as much as I know so far on the process. But we are going to get Rick involved. Last time I talked to Rick about this, he said that other clubs were going through similar circumstances, and SCCA doesn't want to lose a charter. They want to try to help us out as much as they can. So that's the reason why I'd rather Charles not have to worry about this, and let's let's see what SCCA and us as Delta can accomplish first.
Okay, real quick, just quickly on behalf of Gail DeLeon. Gail was, not to mention Katrina lost a husband, lost her business, lost all kind of stuff. She, kept on soldiering on. She would get the bank statements every month. She would pay some Delta, whatever the monthly due, pay SCCA the monthly whatevers and do all the paperwork, everything like that. But Alfred never could see the bank accounts or anything like that. Gail was up in Covington, never came to meetings anymore, but we kind of gave her a walk on that, a pass. But so Alfred says to me, Gail better, call Gail and find out what our financial situation was. So I did. And I said, hi, Gail, this is Roma. And Gail went, like, what has been going on? Damon has been taking care of himself with the credit card. And Gail was just not in the position or whatever to tell anybody because the RE is doing all of these things. And, she didn't want to make a fuss. But anyway, I said, you need to talk to Alfred because Alfred was the one who told me to call Gail. And so then Alfred and Gail had a heart-to-heart talk about this. And that's when we had meetings without Damon, and trying to get him to pay back the money, of which I think he paid back $1.25. I'm not sure. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm not pointing any. I'm not trying to put anybody at blame. I'm not. And Gail did her part, with the club, and she respectfully.
She paid the bill. She paid the bill.
Yeah. And I really think that what happened was through some form of succession, information on how the club needs to be ran slowly disappeared. It was not handed down properly. We know that it wasn't handed down very well from. Well, what Jack knew passed down. Yeah.
Do you know what the EIN number is, or what name the 501c3 was under?
We've got all of that. And we've backtracked it completely. It's right now on what we need to. How much back information do we need to file and.
Okay.
That's the date.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're way.
On 20.
In all honesty, Celto was right. It's something that we needed to take care of. We were dealing with bigger fish, and ever since the Damien fiasco, we've been dealing with other fish. And in all honesty, we're on the correct path, in my opinion. If we would have tried to, if we face big penalty fees that we have to pay right after Damien's situation, that would have crippled us. We would have never been able to pay it. We probably do have the ability to pay it now. So, one step at a time, we've done everything that we can do to get the legitimacy of running a proper SCCA club taken care of. This is the last step.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Go ahead and turn.
Okay.
Correct.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. But anyway.
Well, it's sort of 501c.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Sponsors could.
I just wanted to give y'all a head. Sorry, my dog is barking. I don't know. Sorry for the dog.
Anyway, are we getting close to the end because we're bumping on 2 hours?
Yep. Nope. I'm about to wrap it up right now. Yes, so I just wanted to keep y'all in the loop. I've always kept y'all in the loop on everything that we've ever done. I've never kept anything hidden, secret, or nothing. I do want to end. We've got Ty and we've got Larry here. Both of y'all are able to get into our board Facebook page, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
If you go into our board Facebook page and under announcements, you will see that I have a post in there. It says Google Drive will be our main source of shared documents. Anybody can look in our Google Drive for us that clicks that link, so just keep that between board members. Also, I have a link to Delta SCCA's bylaws. That is something that with all new members, I do suggest that you do read Delta's current bylaws. Just update yourselves on how we run our club. That is our legal agreements that we have made. So when I ask y'all if y'all swore in to abide by Delta and SCCA bylaws, I have both informations there. Just kind of little legal terms. It's nothing super serious. It just says what we're what each position is going to do and how we treat meetings and how we treat spending and things of that nature. So just kind of review yourself on it. As being a board member, I'd like you to kind of have at least read it once or twice. It's a kind of a boring read, but I would say that you're obligated to read it and should read it for being on our board. But besides that, I will call for a meeting adjourned. If I can get a second.
Second.
All right, everybody.
Good night.
See
Thank
y'all.
you. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, everybody.
No problem. Yeah, everybody take it easy.